What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Les Alex here for Impact Gaming Center. We are live and in living color for a 38-player Modern FNM. The hype is real. The bans just happened this Monday. It's exciting. Everybody's playing some new fun stuff. We've got Nick on Amulet Titan. He is 3-0. 2-0 rather. And we've got Kevin on Dimir Basim, who is also 2-0. Let me change that real quick. They're 3-0 going into the third round. That doesn't make much sense. But thank you all so much for joining us. We appreciate the heck out of you, especially if you're watching on Twitch, twitch.tv/Impact Gaming Center. If you're watching, though, after the fact on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hit us up on Fridays. We stream over at twitch.tv/Impact Gaming Center. 7 p.m. Central is where you can find us. And of course, like, comment, subscribe, all the fun things. Share the video, let people know that we're here. And of course, hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering, TCG, and other tabletop gaming needs. All right, Amulet Titan versus Dimir Basim. Both players going to try and win the game as quickly as they possibly can here. So this is going to be a barn burner. Green and a blue. Make a construct. Does he have the token? Asked Kevin. Of course. Nick's a professional. Always has his tokens. All right, back to Kevin. Gonna draw a card. Gonna flick. This is Urza's Saga. Oh my gosh. Kevin's rich. Look at that. Infinity $1 billion Urza's Saga. There's a Basim. Cookbook Trigger. That is a historic spell, so. I will get Basim on the field for you. So whenever you cast a historic spell, draw a card. Basim can't be blocked this turn. This ability triggers only once each turn. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on it. So pretty good Shadow Mage Infiltrator, if I do say so myself. You know what I'm gonna do. Amulet Titan number 2.
Bigger. Maybe not scarier. I'm not too scared of it.
Kevin says, I'm not too scared of it right now. And said, oh, you will be. Love the banter. Love the banter. That's my favorite thing about commentating these tournaments is just the banter between the players is phenomenal most of the time. Because the St. Louis community, putting your kids' college savings on Kevin KT winning. Yeah. Good luck. 2 green, 2 blue.
Trigger, put it back to hand. Use both green. The Sage mana. Actually, I don't need the Sage mana. Yeah. 2 green. So you have 2 blue? Yep.
Still has 2 blue floating after the
Transmute it? Yeah, I think that's going to be the move. 2 blue floating plus transmute the Teleria West.
Transmute the Teleria West.
That seems like 4 decisions. You're guessing very quickly up until this point.
Kevin said, get packed, cast it, and pass. Not quite. Nick is going to try and win this game right here, right now. Our next turn, rather. So Kevin is under the gun here, and he knows it. With that Summoner's Pact waiting in the wings. Trigger Emery, so top 4 will get milled.
Artifacts, so you know, the Amber's not the most useful to get.
So we do see a Mox Opal, which is of course the one of the new unbanned cards here in Modern, which has been powering Kevin's wins here so far today. What a crazy shakeup. I don't think we've ever had a shakeup quite like this in Modern. Multiple cards being banned and multiple cards being unbanned. Very iconic cards being unbanned. Of course, Faithless Looting, Mox Opal. And finally, Splinter Twin off the banned list in Modern. Haven't caught a Splinter Twin deck yet. I don't know if Nick. Oh, he's got a Valakut. So he doesn't quite have 6 mana, right? Because we generate 4 off of the Simic Growth Chamber, 5. But that would be land for turn. So he's got to kind of play this a little bit slower than he would like.
Yeah, the guys have to play Valakut, untap it from trigger. So do anything. So
Yeah, just going to pass back and try and win on the following turn.
and also activate Saga.
Activate Saga, make.
I don't have the actual construct tokens like you do because you're not cool like that. Oh, you're so.
There we go. There's that construct.
Go to my turn.
Kevin's not a pro, so he obviously doesn't have the tokens.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yes,
Look at that. Look at that swamp that he's playing. He's got like a $200 Saga, and he's got like just a core set swamp. Oh my gosh, Kevin. Cracks me up.
What I'm going to get?
Gonna go get a Wonder Drop. We'll figure it out together, says Kevin.
True. Play all the bands.
Mox, Amber, shuffle to the front. Can I Pithy Needle Titan? No, well, I mean, you could, but it wouldn't do anything. It's going to be a Mishra's Bobble. $15-18 the score here. Round 3. 38-player Modern FNM here at Impact Gaming Center in the fabulous Fairview Heights. So if you're playing in the Midwest, or at least in the St. Louis area, you need to be playing here. Modern on Friday nights. 38 players, folks. It's insane. Trigger the Basim, going to draw a card. Thanks to the Emery, bringing back Mox Amber from the graveyard. Going to play the Saga. Another $3 billion Urza Saga enters the battlefield. Next to the 1 cent core set swamp. Maybe that's his favorite swamp. I don't know. I know Kevin a lot. Like, we're buddies, so I'm not bullying here. Bobble. Can't trigger Basim again. It is once a turn.
Okay.
2 food gonna happen, thanks to the Oval Chase.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Those 4 artifacts down to 14, which is 1. 1 artifact short. I know what the next turn looks like. I'm dead.
Nick said, "We know what the next turn, my next turn looks like." Kevin responds with, "The next turn, I'm dead."
Find out what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to blow up the construct at the very least. Spend 2 food, shrink to kill the construct. Yeah. Got it.
And then hold on, let me do this math again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Go to 8 if you use second.
So it's 10, yeah. You got 15. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Push down to 1.
Put him down to 1.
In your deck, I don't believe. But I need to keep up my 2 food to kill your Titan. Combat.
All right, attack with these dudes.
Yeah, I can't swing with him. He just came in.
Basim is unblockable, I believe.
Throw this in front of the construct. 6, 6.
Yep, down to 9. Make sure I did
Down to 9.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down to 8. Roll that up and be at 1 still. It's Amory, but doesn't matter because I used it for Mox Opal, so that net equal. Yeah. Trigger Basim.
Yep.
Pass to
Basim will put another +1/+1 counter on himself, and it will be Nick's turn.
Since enemy also have the 2 food for.
Yes, correct.
So Nick has to play around Asmo here.
It's going to be.
Yep.
Green and blue mana. We're going to make 2 of each.
Which, I mean, you got to use it all for Titan.
But
All right, packed here. Gonna go grab a Primeval Titan. There he is in all his glory, which will search up 2 lands. What are we searching for? Well, that's your decision, Nick, not mine. Thankfully, I just commentate.
Well, the copy. I guess I should just shoot it while it triggers on the stack, right? Because if you have that miracle.
yeah, you should do it before I have a chance to copy it.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so Kevin going to eat some foods with the Asmo to blow up the Titan.
but it's better safe than sorry.
It probably is better. Yeah, I probably could go for a copy of it right now.
Which I mean, knew I was going to anyways.
Yeah. I can't do it in response. Like, yeah. If you let me get the lands first, I can miracle in response.
Yeah.
I think the combination does anything.
So Nick trying to decide what he wants to get here.
The 2 lands.
What do we want?
Miracle copy.
Copy my stuff over here. Can you copy my stuff?
What's it gonna be? Yep, I'm dead, says Nick. So that's gonna be that. Kevin gonna take game number 1 here, and yeah, alrighty. So Basim taking down Amulet Titan for game number 1. Thank y'all so much. I'm Les Alex. We are live at Impact Gaming Center in the fabulous Fairview Heights, Illinois. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We've got one more round after this, and we will crown a FNM champion. They will get a ton of store, like $32 in store credit. Prizes. We'll probably have multiple 4-0s this week, definitely. We have 38 players, which is insane. Thank you. Shout out to all of the players who are doing battle tonight. We appreciate you all. Yeah, yo, what's up, Cap Kelso? Where are you at tonight? But yeah, shout out to everybody who is playing. Shout out to everybody who's watching. Thank y'all so much. If you're watching on Twitch, y'all the real MVPs, like I always say. If you're watching on YouTube, y'all cool too. Just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Miss you. Where are you? Are you abroad? Like, where are you? Are you not in the area anymore? But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. We appreciate you. Hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Yeah, there's the players, the impact zone. We are live. We're doing it live. We're having a good time. We are going to zoom out just a tad. And we're going to surveil the space and see. It's that time of the night where our numbers start falling off. We got some modern players there. Some commander happening. Some more commander happening right there. Everybody's on the right side tonight. Even the commander players are all over there. But at the start of the night, we had like, I would venture to say, probably 60, maybe 70 people here. 38 though for modern, which is crazy because our first modern RCQ we ever hosted had 38 players, and now we get 38 players for just our FNMs. And obviously it's a new format and everything, and I understand. But that being said, it's still pretty sick to have 38 modern players in the house tonight. Should be back in January. Awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing you. As these players get set to do battle, let's jump into the second game here. Let me adjust the life totals before we get into it. All righty, here we are ready for game 2 of the third round. Kevin going for the 4-0 match, the coveted 4-0 match. We only do 4 rounds no matter how many. We don't play to a 1 undefeated here at Impact. Just we cap at 4 rounds because, you know, modern, especially modern, tends to go late. We started at 7 tonight, so about 7:18 actually. So we actually started relatively on time, but yeah, here we go. Let's see. Do we have some sensational 7s? Damping Sphere in the hand for Kevin. That's a pretty good tool. Both are keeping. All right, here we go. We're off to the races. Forest Amulet go, says Nick. Back to Kevin. Shock himself down to 18. Nope, that's not what that does. You don't gain 2 life, Kevin. Cookbook. Opal. Cookbook. Daredevil. Make a food. Oh my gosh, he's doing it. Get back the oval. Chase Daredevil.
Oh, yeah, asthma. You were scared of that for a second.
Asmo is really good against Amulet. Mox Opal is back in Modern. Holy smokes, everybody. That just blows my mind.
A little bit. I was scared.
Nick saying, "Are you afraid yet?" Kevin responds, "A little bit." Loving it. Flick, 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 flick. Nick going to play
2 green, 2 red. Yep.
Golgari or
So we got 4. Yep.
Gruul Turf.
Bigger.
Oh, Force of Vigor gonna take down the Cookbook and the Opal, and that is pretty darn good. Second turn for Nick. Saga? Damping Sphere is also really good, and seeing as Force of Vigor was played. Yeah, there you go. He played the Mishra's Bauble instead. He said Damping Sphere and played the Mishra's Bauble. Mix Opal in the craziness. Anyone playing Twin tonight? Not that I saw, so I think there's a Boros Energy deck out there playing it. All right, Teleria West just enters. And there's a Primeval Titan lurking in Nick's hand, so we might see a Titan appear next turn. And Kevin definitely cannot win this turn. Now, this is like a modern format that I am, I recognize. Not just all this modern MH2 and Lord of the Rings garbage. Modern might be great again. Sounds like a challenge. Hey, come on up and do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. The flute gonna get flashed in. Oh my gosh, I didn't hear what Kevin said he was naming with the flute. I sneezed. Float a colorless. We're searching. Mox Opal. Well, Kevin's rebuilding here pretty well. And Damning Sphere is definitely going to put a wrench into Nick's plan. Potentially.
Seems a little better, right?
Don't know. That first to do a bit.
All right, there's a polluted Delta. Kevin in the tank here. Oh, baby. We're going to get a Blastoise.
How many?
One, two, three, four, five, and the colors.
Should be 7 now, shouldn't it?
I haven't cast.
You didn't cast the last one. Yeah. Damning Sphere, yeah. So we got
Good.
Cannoneer.
Kappa Cannoneer is here. The big old Blastoise boy.
Step on the. Yep. Well, yeah, we're gonna put Crumbling Vestige, make green off its entering, and tap for 3 additional colors. Yep. 1 green, 3 colors.
1 green, 3
7
colors.
green, 4th land mana for 6.
Yep. I knew I should have named Titan.
Prime time.
Yep.
Titan.
ETB.
I was like, the one thing he needed was the crumbling bits, and then he would have had it.
All right, here's Titan. Can Nick find a win here?
Still put something back on the field.
He's got 3 amulets, thanks to the Mycosynth Gardens. So, should be able to find a win, I would imagine, but we'll see. Still got to do it. Down a game here. Kevin is at 18 as well. Amulet Titan is definitely a deck I am very unfamiliar with. I've died to it a lot, but in terms of going through the lines and actually playing it, I've not done a whole lot of that.
We're going to go Suba entering as a Crumbling Vestige. So it makes a green and then top of these for a total of 6. Sure. So
Yep.
7 more Vestige entering. 7 mana total.
7 mana total here for Nick.
Could you even be shuffling right now?
That's actually what I wanted to never mind. I changed my mind. Read the cookbook.
I'm sorry, you put him back.
So Nick's going to change his mind here. It's FNM, and these two are buddies, so Kevin going to allow him to take that back.
Does it make it just tap for...
Colorless.
Okay, so what it doesn't make color.
Correct.
Understandable.
Yeah, Damning Sphere is kind of the GOAT in this matchup. Not only taxing each additional card that Nick cast, but changing those green and blue mana to colorless.
The Valakut kind of battlements first.
Okay.
So on top, we're going to give that first Titan haste.
Sure.
And then we will make a total of 2 additional red and colorless.
Sure.
Just floating. Doesn't matter because I have to go combat anything, so I'm going to think about it for a second.
Okay.
Your cap cannon is 5/5, right?
I can make the 6/6. But it is a 5/5.
The Kappa is a 5/5, can grow to a 6/6 potentially.
Attack trigger.
Yep.
Attack trigger.
Card name.
2. You know this.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I make my food?
Valakut and a bounce land.
Valakut and a bounce land.
Bounce land, we're going to put back in there.
Larry West to the bed, or to his hand.
I'll go ahead and pop my and trade. Sure. You understand.
So Kevin's gonna trade with the Titan. And back. Back to Kevin.
Yeah.
Down to 17. Off the fetch.
Complicated line with damping spear and flute.
It's good. I really wish I wouldn't name Titan, but like the one card I needed you not to have was the Crumpling Vents.
Yeah, Vestige was very good there.
The Crumpling Vestige, is that what it is? Yeah.
I could have also just not copied Amulet. I think would have also that's the same. No, I would have been nice.
Spend that bubble.
Alrighty.
Good mention.
Surveil trigger puts Mishra's bauble into the bin. And back to Kevin.
Not a stack.
Frog go. Once we got Nick gonna have a think. This deck is very difficult to play, so I don't blame him. And I apologize because I know it doesn't make good coverage for me to just sit here and be quiet, but like legitimately, he's just thinking. So Summoner's Pact. Gonna get Dryad of the Elysian Grove.
I saw you had the 3 and then you like moved the 4th one over.
Big thing.
Yes.
So now everything's a mountain.
Everything is a mountain.
Oh, true. I didn't think about that.
Yep.
I don't like this.
Now I gotta do a little thinking.
And how many does it take? 6? So I'm paying triggers now?
If they have 5 additional lands, but since they see themselves as mountains, they count.
Yeah.
So,
You get 2 triggers every time.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Let's see, I'm going to play this Miracle tapped, 2 Valakut triggers. It's going to float me 2 colorless first.
2 colors first.
2 colorless?
It doesn't really matter at this point for me. Yeah, I think it's 2 colors. I'll make it blue just for the sake of argument, because there's talk show, but
You do what you want.
Too funny.
6.
I'm not a lot.
Hit you for 6.
Still to go.
Yep.
Down to 11 goes Kevin.
Yeah, so we just play the Talari West, make 3 more mana,
Shoot for 6.
shoot you for 6.
5.
Down to 5.
Liverpool, create a copy of Dryad, play another land, shoot you for another 6.
6, and that's going to be it. Nick going to take game number 2. All righty.
Force of Vigor a little early too.
Yeah, firing off the Force of Vigor so soon was not the greatest thing, I think, in the world. But that being said, Nick's still able to get there in game 2 and is now tied everything up. Although Kevin will be on the play here in round number 3. We're heading to game 3. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Let's show off this one. Kevin going to be on the play, as I hear.
I can't do that, though. If I can't kill you, I can't do that.
Oh, like 3 amulets back if you hadn't had that dampening sphere.
Oh, I would have been dead.
Things would have gotten so wacky so fast.
You just not have Amulet turn 1 this time? That'd be cool.
Would not be not a thing.
Kevin asking if
Good luck.
Nick could not have Amulet turn 1.
Very slow.
All right, both players gonna mulligan here.
I had like a Force of Vigor, but then like nothing else to grant me, so it's just waiting for like a turn 6 Titan. That's really dumb.
That's fine.
I mean, I'm sure.
All righty. Here we go. Game number 3 to become 3-0. Let's see who can take it. Kevin going to be on the play. He is playing a pretty darn quick aggro deck. Both players mulliganing. We'll see how this one goes. Alrighty. Kevin gonna keep. Nick gonna keep. Lead us off. Kevin, let's see what we got. Urza's Saga. Mishra's Bauble. Haywire Might. Mox Opal. Go. Pretty good first turn there. Mycosynth Garden. And an Amulet. Pretty good first turn for Nick as well.
I need that artifact. If I get rid of this in response to that, you still get it, right?
If it comes a copy of the target, I believe, because it's already picked to the target, I would have to ask the judge, to be honest with you, sir. I think it's because it's already picked it as the target. It not being there doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anything to the target, it's just becoming it.
That's what I'm thinking.
That would be my guess. But be better off asking Jeff or Hobbs. Hobbs probably.
Swing for 1.
All right, attack for 1.
19.
Watery Grave tapped, and he will tag it.
2. That's you.
22. Oh, he's got another Amulet. Yeah.
Blue. Use the green.
Classic.
There's Dryad Arbor. Into Valakut. Or Dryad Arbor. That's not Dryad Arbor.
Let's go 3. I'll float a colorless.
Yep.
Floating a colorless off of the Urza Saga. Haywire Might. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Michael Synth Garden is tapped.
I'm hoping that I just fail to develop anything on your board in the meantime. At least I'm making land drops. so-
Yep. Haywire Might going to take down another one. And Kevin goes to 24.
Pass.
Pass turn. So Kevin's kind of put himself in a position here where he doesn't have a lot going on. Now, neither does Nick, but we'll see. We'll see. Be interesting. Nick does have a Titan in hand. Gonna bounce the Mycosynth Gardens. Will we just see a pass back? We will. Bobble you. Take a look. We don't get to see it, but Kevin will.
Is it hot?
Drop them up, bobble.
Draw from Bobble. Draw for turn. Damping Sphere is pretty hot. Saga, and we're going to slam this Damping Sphere. And pass back to Nick.
Pass you. Oh, it's not that great.
It's not a bounce land. A bounce land is far worse now than the empty sphere.
True.
Alrighty. Remember, Nick can just start casting Primeval Titans eventually. There's the Mycosynth Garden. What are we going to do? We got a Teleria West in hand. Don't have any blue mana, though. Nick's just going to pass it right back. And Kevin's just going to pass right back. Wow. Kevin saying, don't do it.
I'm gonna filter a mana into the Mycosynth Garden to make it green.
Do that?
Yeah.
Sure.
You can pay 1, tap it down, mana of any color, so that filters 1 mana.
Sure.
All right, so
To kill the Damping Sphere.
Damping Sphere down.
I did.
It's done.
It's done.
Yes, you're gonna get a base, or a land with a basic type, though not a waste.
A land with a basic type.
There did not be a Damping Sphere.
And it's going to be a Corset Island.
Let's hope your Metalcraft. Let's keep that offline as well.
What?
Let's keep Metalcraft offline as well.
Yeah. I needed this to be a normal land, not a saga land.
I thought about killing the Saga, but I'm like, no, I need to get rid of the Damping Sphere to do anything on my side.
But your go. Still. You should do that at the end of my turn, right?
Yeah, my turn.
Alrighty, back to Nick.
Forgot about it. So much text.
Hell of a thing.
So much text.
Yeah, 'cause I was kind of like, oh, sad I didn't have green. I'm like, wait, Microsoft Garden does green? Does green red good?
Luckily, you still don't have Amulet, so at least I'm 2, 3, 4. Should be safe for another turn. Maybe unless you play like Amulet and the double Amulet and everything else at that price.
Pretty confident Kevin doesn't know how Amulet works either, so I don't feel so bad. Teleria West, go.
Construct?
Make a construct. Here we go.
Little.
That's you too.
You'd have to be a block.
You're so nice. Go to my turn.
Yep.
Draw for Ner. Gonna make a mana. Or make a construct. Looks like we're making a mana at this
Yeah, I'll
point.
still
That's cheating. Cookbook it is. Mox Opal's back online.
I've got Metalcraft.
Kevin's saying, I've got Metalcraft.
All this time.
I will discard
And I'm cooking.
Daredevil. Trade a food.
Oval Chase, gonna make a food. Oval Chase returns back to hand.
Which guy's Basim?
Cast Basim.
Use that. I've discarded a card, so I will cast
Asmo, and that is a historic card, so first
almost chicken there.
I'm gonna grab a book and draw a card.
It'll look real cute on camera.
I missed. Oh well. I even was saying I need to order it this way to not miss my Basim draw, and I missed my Basim draw, but I already fetched, so I already changed the game.
It's okay.
Yep.
I've done my turn as well.
Question is, if I miss it the first time, can I do it when I cast this?
I don't know. You only trigger it once per turn. You didn't trigger it the first time. And it's
Yeah, I think
So
I
are you
think
cool
Kevin
if I
can.
Trigger Basim and draw.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. Create another food.
Create another food.
It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Combat.
6/6 bash.
Assumed as much. But I have 2 food, which is the key. That's it.
Yeah, Kevin really needed those 2 food thanks to Asmaranda, Dick a Dice, and a Kuldakar. Which is gonna stop the Titan.
yeah.
Nick saying, yeah, I'm screwed.
What was that?
I misplayed last turn.
Is it something we can take back?
Kevin, so Nick said I misplayed last turn. Kevin said, "Is it something we can take back?" Kevin just shakes his head, or Nick just shakes his head no.
Yeah, I'm at 19.
All right,
In very real danger of being dead. I just nothing else. So
Alrighty, Nick gonna pass back, and his words: "I'm in very real danger of being dead," and now he's definitely in big danger of being dead because the Turtle Man cometh.
maybe 19 damage. Pretty likely to be able to.
we'll be close. 4, 5, 6. Kappa.
Kappa Cannoneer. And there's the Turtle Man. Blastoise gonna trigger Basim. And Kevin's kind of cooking with this Basim deck. I kind of want to see him in the finals here. If he ends up winning this one, he might be on camera again because this deck is really interesting.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Not dead, but
Down to 5.
Down to 5 goes Nick. This might be the final turn of the game.
I'm gonna go grab a swamp. Play Frog.
Play Frog Swamp.
don't think to do. That's funny, but it doesn't actually really do anything.
So he draws an engineered explosives, but unfortunately that's not going to be any.
Well, not 3. That does get you out of it.
Three would have done some things. But yeah.
Doesn't really have green mana right now. I mean, he does with the Mycosynth Garden, but
Yeah, I'm dead. I could blow up everything.
Oh, wait, you know what? Yeah, he
but
does.
even then, I still die.
Yeah.
But yeah, I missequenced the turn before. I shouldn't have played the Solari West. I needed the second green source.
I was wondering why you didn't play that.
all right, Nick's going to scoop it up, and Kevin is going to improve to 3-0 here at Impact. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We appreciate you. My hair's looking wild. Look at that. That's what I get for taking my hat off. Anyways, thank you all so much for joining us. We got one more round if you're watching live on Twitch. If you're not, and you're watching after the fact on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell icon, and set it to all so you don't miss out on content like this. Share the video around with your friends, and let everybody know we exist. ImpactGamingCenter.gg. You can find a ton of Magic the cards. You can find singles, sealed product, whatever you need. Pokemon, Lorcana, Warhammer, all the fun things. Thank you all so much for joining us. And yeah, we have one more round though. Click on one of these videos if you're watching on YouTube. We appreciate you. Until the next round, catch you all on the flippy flop. Adios.
The second game, would I, if I have named Titan, would that have pretty much won me the game?
I don't know if it'll won you the game. It would certainly have slowed me down. Titan was slowing out wrong.
Gotcha.
But if I draw a Force of Vigor next turn, I can blow you out that way too.
Yeah. What up? Put fun decks on. Fun matches happen.
I think Paul's playing like their energy twin. I think is the way to play it, where you just play the energy deck, but you just run this Winter Twin